Hi everyone, my name's Dan. I've just started a new website called thedanshires.wordpress.com, and this is my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to take a moment before I start talking about my gaming pickups for the month of April to just tell you about the channel and why I've decided to do this. Basically, I work in writing and marketing in my day job, and I've often thought I wanted a bit of an outlet in the evenings, and I've thought about blogs and things like that in the past. And when I have tried to write things, it's not always worked out the way I wanted to, just because either I don't have the knowledge about the subject in enough depth for me to be able to comment in and of it every single day or whatever. So the intention of this was to do something for me rather than for anyone else. I wanted to write about things that interest me and then or create content for them or what have you. So hopefully this is what this is. So basically this website will be a mixture of things like video games, motorsport, marketing tips, things about tech, things about, just general life. I've even got an idea to write something about recipes and to do a cooking segment. So there's lots of little things that interest me that I think that might be, something I want to put down onto a website that might be of interest to anyone else. Possibly, I don't know, but we'll see. But without any further ado, I just thought I'd go through my gaming pickups for the month of April and just tell you about them. So first, I just wanted to show you Legend of Zelda Gold Cart, which is a really thing I'm pleased to finally have. I'm a bit of a fan of old games, particularly the NES and the Super Nintendo, and I've never owned a Gold Cart. So to finally pick one up in quite good nick, I would say. There's a bit of scratches here and there. It's I'm really pleased to have it. Again, I've had a little playthrough of Zelda, and one of the things I want to do on this channel is to do a bit of start doing a retro game playthrough series, and I'll probably start with this. So yeah, so that was really nice to pick up, and I'm really glad I've managed to get hold of one finally. The next one is Project Cars. If you don't know, Project Cars just came out quite recently, and it's a racing game, and it was brought out for the PC, for the Xbox, and the PlayStation 4, all the modern consoles really. And it's a really sort of high-level racing game with loads of sim options and that type of thing. I backed it in a Kickstarter type crowdfunding affair, and I think my name's in the game somewhere as an opposing racer. So if you ever do catch me in there, then probably ram me off the road or something like that. But it's what I've played of it so far. I've only had a few days at this point. It's really it's quite good. There's a few bugs here and there. In terms of sound and in terms of frame rate dropping and that type of thing, but all in all, I'm pleased with it, and I think it was a long wait for it to come out, and I'm just pleased that it finally has. The Order 1886. Now, from what I understand, this is a bit of a mixed reviews on this game, but I've been looking forward to it for a while. The graphics look astounding, quite frankly. So I think from that point of view, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's apparently quite short, but it's different. It's a new IP. It's something different, which doesn't always come out in video games these days. So looking forward to giving it a go. I apologise, by the way, I have a microphone here. I haven't got a wireless mic or anything like that set up yet. It's something I'm going to be doing at some stage soon. So at the moment, it's a fairly ghetto thing with a microphone taped to me. Next, WWE 2K15. Now, myself and my girlfriend went to see WWE live in Birmingham about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, and afterwards I got back and thought I needed a fix of the new game. And the reviews for it weren't great, and unfortunately it's not quite as good as it has been in previous years. There's a lot of little bugs here and there which are very visible. Previously I hadn't really encountered too many, but in this one it's fairly buggy. There's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. I've kind of had my fill of it already. I bought all the DLC as well, so I've kind of made it as much as I can, but I've kind of got my fun out of it really, but I'll probably dip in and out here and there. Next, I would just say if you're ever in Wrexham and you do happen to go into the Beast Market, there's a really good retro game shop there. Small retro game shop, but it's probably the best in the area. It is the best in the area, and the guy who runs it's really helpful, and will probably look after you if you're there. So just a couple of things I bought from there recently. So Gottlieb Pinball Classics. It's a PS2 game, as you can tell. I like pinball games. And this one looks pretty good for £2. I couldn't really turn it down. It's got on the back what looks very much like bull shots. They describe it on NeoGAF, which are, you know, sort of publicity shots that clearly aren't from the game, because no PS2 game ever looked that good on the box. And then we have, again from the same place, Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Army Pro-Am, which, I mean, it's based on the Adult Swim cartoon, and I think it's a golf/racing game. Don't know much about it. £3. It just seemed a bit of a no-brainer to buy, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll have a go with it and see what happens. Next pickup was Super Paper Mario. I've never played any of the Paper Mario games, but it looks really. It's what I've wanted, and I was kind of waiting for the price point to reach £10 before I pulled the trigger on it. I got it from CEX, which is why the label is still on there, because they're a bit sticky and they tend to ruin the cases at CEX. Please stop that, CEX, in fact. But the graphics look great. I think it's quite RPG-like, which is a bit different from Mario. But I've heard the Paper Mario games are a bit of a departure from the main series, and I think that might be interesting, so I'm looking forward to playing it. At the same time, I also picked up Super Mario Galaxy, number 2. You know, again, I like the Mario games. Played Mario Galaxy 1 some time ago now and enjoyed what I played of it. And this one is supposed to be even better because it's got Yoshi in it and it's got, you know, more of the elements of Mario. So yeah, should be fun. And then last but not least for April is Jeff Crommon's Grand Prix 3 on the PC from the year 2000. I picked this up from a charity shop in Sutton Coldfield, and really I bought it for the nostalgia factor, in all honesty, because my dad and I used to play Grand Prix 2 a lot when I was a kid, and then when this came out my PC wouldn't run it. I eventually got a PC that would just run it, but never to the level that I think it should have probably done at the time. It was really graphically demanding. Let's have a look at the system requirements. It needed a Pentium 2 266 with 30 meg of RAM, 32 meg of RAM, and a CD drive. So yeah, demanding stuff. Unfortunately, it won't run on a modern machine. So and my cat's just come into the room, so I apologise for the noise. But yeah, it was just more of a curio really, and something to have on the shelf more than anything. So I'm really glad to have it, and you know, if I can ever get it running, hopefully I'll be able to have a game with it, just for the nostalgia factor. So that's kind of it. I'll be probably doing these sort of semi-regularly, maybe every month or every 2 months, depending on how much I've got to show you that I've picked up. But you know, again, like, I encourage you to just maybe stay around the channel and see what comes your way, and the website thedanshires.wordpress.com, because like I say, it'll be a mixture of stuff. It won't be anything particular. It'll be quite free form of stuff I'm interested in. So you know, if that floats your boat, then hopefully you'll come back and see it again. But if not, bye for now.